name is Itwa. I'm the founder of Versesmith, and I want to do a quick walkthrough of an experience we've been building for a while now, and which is, can you seamlessly interact with Bible scripture in your notes? I will say it's a work in progress. There are bugs, however, I believe that we've got into a very good place, and I would like to show you that. Versesmith is built on three foundations. One is note taking, which is what we're seeing right here on the screen, a note app like your Apple Notes. Second foundation, it's the Bible interaction, which I'm about to show, and then the third one is community, which won't be here, but I could talk about that later. I already have a note in memory, so I'm just going to paste it here to save time from typing. Click on that, paste it, and then hit done there. And as you can see, our notes, we've identified three scriptures or three Bible references. We've built an algorithm to be able to understand what a Bible reference is in your note, and that's what that is showing. And why did I build this, or why do we have this? Is because what I do now actually is, like, when I want to read like 2 Kings 4:3-6, I would have to switch between like my notes on the Bible app. In this case, is Bible.com. 2 Kings 4. I'll have to then I read that, and then I would switch back into my notes and continue reading my text. Or sometimes I know a good number of people would like copy that reference there, or that verse, and then come in their notes and paste it, and then they keep reading the note. However, the question is, do we eliminate that process? And that's what we've been able to do. And so now, again, like, we know that, like, now therefore, because when we copy the text, it produced that from what we previously copied it from. And so that's the tail that it's able to understand like Bible references and read through it. And so now, like, that we know that like there are 4 Bible references, the next thing is, can we interact with them? And what I'm going to show you is, I'm going to intentionally turn on the keyboard. I'll just click in there so the keyboard shows up, and what you're going to see is how we turn the keyboard into a Bible view. Probably should find a niche name for that. And when I click on this magic wand, what it would do is it would turn our keyboard view into a Bible view, so that we could therefore read our scriptures or Bible verses without having to flip. And so here it's 2 Kings 4:3-6, which is, as you can see, in red. It's highlighted here in red again. It's a work in progress. The colors will change. And then I could therefore do the things that I would do if I was in a Bible application, which is I could switch between versions. Right now we only have 2. We're going to add more. So I would go to American Standard Version, and this is the American Standard Version. And when I switch between versions, it doesn't affect every other scripture or reference. It just affects the one I'm currently focused on. And so I could, if I want to compare multiple versions of the same Bible reference, I could hit that button there and add more versions. That one was an ASV, so this would be in KJV, and then I could read and compare like how this translation says it different from this. And then I could, if I want to stick with KJV, I could click on that, and then I can go back and forth. And so as I'm paging through this view, actually it highlights the current one I'm looking at. Exodus 23, there's a bug there that, again, it's a work in progress. And here I could also come back and do what we did, where I wanted in the American Standard Version, and Peter, and then I could keep going around and around that. And then I could switch between that and my keyboard again and start typing as I want to. I can hit done here. Another way I could get to that view is if I could just click on any of this, and you see that again it jumps to that place. I could do that there, come back here, hit first Peter there, and then it shows that in the view again. Building this experience where I don't have to leave, everything is all here. Hit done there, and this is exactly what we just saw with the Bible view. And so yeah, there was the last one. I'm back to Kings, and so yeah, that's again the Bible interaction experience that we've been working on. Again, it works, but it's nothing that can be solved. I want to quickly do a quick talk on the other parts that now that we have this set, and the other parts that help build or bring this to life. Like this one here again, I call it listen, but the whole goal is to turn text to audio, but it's not just for doing sake, because it's a thing. The experience we're pushing here is, like, for instance, in this case where it says 2 Kings 4:3-6, rather than just reading 2 Kings 4:3-6, and when you do the translation from text to audio, it is, okay, we realize that that's a Bible reference. We're going to stop there, and then we're going to go to that Bible scripture in the version you prefer, based on how you select it on there. So based on if it's KJV in this case, read all that, read all this, and then go back to your text, and so on and so forth. And the reason why we're building this experience is we've come to realize that sometimes reading your own words that you've written down hits home than the words of someone else. And so it's like, how could we build an experience where like you might be doing other things, you might not be able to get to your notes, but actually like maybe doing house chores, actually you're taking a run, can you play back your notes and let your notes be like speak more words of life and encouragement to you when you're down or when you don't know what to do. And so that's what that is. This one here, which is an attachment, again, is where you can attach photos, videos, or you can record audio and attach a PDF. And again, we're not doing it for the sake of doing it. To look for features, the experience is with photo and video is, can we again find those references, and can we in a way display in your notes those references that are in your photos or videos. So if you take a video and there are Bible verses in there, can we build an experience that presents it well for you in your notes? For audio, it's like sometimes I also like to record a message I hear from someone speaking, or like I'm taking a walk and I'm recording myself and I remember in the Bible verse or a Bible reference and I mention it in audio. And so it's, can we take that again and take all the references in your audio, put it in your notes, and so that it's easy for you to like, okay, read through, without switching. And the same thing for PDF, and then all built into search and the ability to search through video, audio, PDF. Like, hey, I remember reading this verse, or like I remember reading the scripture, or listen to it. Can you help me find it? And then we're able to surface that again because we've built this core foundation of just interacting with Bible references in your note. The last foundation of Versesmith, which is community. Again, that hasn't been built yet, but the whole goal is a lot of times like we do these things when meditating or journaling. You want to get your friends and the close ones, people close to in your own world, involved with this. And so that's the concept behind community, which again will help in the network effects of, can I bring a friend and can we do a study together? Can I think of like Google Docs, like how you would interact with Google Docs, and that's the experience we're trying to bring in here. That hasn't been built fully yet, and that is perhaps the next thing we can like experiment and work on. But yeah, this is the demo of the experience we've been working on for a while, and I hope that you get to watch this, and I hope that like it helps explain what we're building. And again, it'll be a privilege to work with you, to work at Sequoia, or to partner with Sequoia. Thank you, appreciate it.